but it gets stressed when American threats become blanket, like Trump's has, and impulsive. The UAE can posture about neutrality when it suits it, but neutrality is a story that you tell when you're not being handed an invoice for somebody else's obsession. India is another obvious pressure point because India's governing class has been trying to balance relationships in a way that keeps its options open. India wants Western capital and Western approval when it needs them, but it also wants energy and autonomy when it needs them too, and those needs don't always align. A blanket tariff threat aimed at any country doing business with Iran tries to collapse that balance, acting into obedience. It turns foreign policy into a compliance test, and it's done it very publicly, which makes it that much harder for the targeted states to quietly negotiate their way out of it, because the whole point of the announcement is to make the threat visible. There's a cowardice to this kind of escalation too that's worth calling out, because it's not the grand cinematic villainy people imagine when they talk about aggression. It's bureaucratic aggression. It is the kind of thing that hides behind paperwork and pretends it's just a policy tool, while it targets the basic conditions of life like fuel and currency stability and trade access. It's also the kind that gets sold as toughness because it avoids the direct costs of military action while still inflicting harm. Trump gets to wave the flag, call it a show of strength, and leave ordinary people to absorb the price. The supply disruptions, the inflationary push, the retaliatory countermeasures. And retaliation is not some dramatic fantasy either. It's the normal response of every state that refuses to accept humiliation as a permanent condition.